Hey guys, how's it going? Greetings from my Uber. I'm on my way to the airport. Hopefully we have a safe, smooth travel day. Looking forward to getting to some low temperatures, or at least lower temperatures, you know what I mean? All right, guys. So I am on the plane and I am on my way to Chicago. I have a layover there that is very quick. Hopefully, everything goes smooth and I should have no problem making my connecting flight. By the way, that's a pretty large solar farm right there outside of Tucson. The flight itself was pretty uneventful, smooth sailing all the way there. Right about the time we were starting to approach our descent into Chicago, however, the weather got pretty bumpy, and by the time we were on the ground, there were delays, and it turned into what I thought was going to be a not fun flight day. I usually don't fly United. I usually fly American, but this was a cheap flight, so I took this flight. And honestly, I don't think I'll be flying United again because their app was so behind. They had actually delayed my flight, but I didn't think they did. So I was running around. And by the time I got to my gate, the flight had already been late by 45 minutes, but they held the plane luckily. And yeah, we made it into Shamokin. What's going on, everybody? Greeting from the mean streets of Shamokin, Pennsylvania. Checking out what's going on downtown. Ooh, look, we got some ATV off-roaders right here. Look at that. That's how we roll in Shamokin. Yeah, man, you can ride those things on the streets here. A town born from coal and dreams. Shamokin traces its roots back to 1835 when John C. Boyd laid out what would become Boyd Stone and Coal Quarry. Prior to that, the area was a vibrant Native American crossroads, home to the Shawnee, Lepay, Saponi, Tutoa, and more. With anthracite coal fueling its rise, Shamokin soon boasted silk and stocking mills, ironworks, wooden shops, wagon shops, and even the Eagle silk mill, a textile building, and that was all under one roof. In July of 1877, amid industrial tensions, the town erupted in one of the earliest labor uprisings of the Great Railroad Strike, as miners and railroad workers fought for fair wages. Innovation arrived in 1882 when Thomas Edison oversaw the city's new electric light station, making Shamokin the second in the world to feature a three-wire system, and lighting its first church before all others. Shamokin's story is carved by coal, united by people, and brightened by innovation. Gonna be here for a couple weeks. We're getting ready. I got Greg next to me there. Just having a liquidation sale at the house. Sold a bunch of stuff this morning. Now we're going to the butcher shop to get some of that good old-fashioned Pennsylvania Dutch cooking. And yeah, we're gonna go live tonight. You guys will see Graham, blah, blah, blah. But just figured I'd show you guys what the main streets of Shamokin look like.
Biggity bam, yo. Let's go get some goodies.
Alright, so I forgot to show you guys what the inside of that butcher shop looked like because I was so overwhelmed by the pleasant aroma. But biggity bam, that's the kind of place we like to be. The tallest man-made mountain in Pennsylvania right there. Look at that. Tilling pile. They did that 100 years ago. That's how badass Shamokin is. Not to mention, Shamokin had the first electrified church in the United States. Can you believe that? At one time, Shamokin had more millionaires than any other town in the United States. Think about that. More than Philadelphia. More than Boston. Shamokin was the place to be. Now, it's going to be again. Except I ain't going to be here. Yeah, buddy. What you got? Ooh, you got a new bone, huh? That's a nice bone, buddy. Y'all know Graham. Graham's a little bit preoccupied because we got him a bone at the butcher shop too. So, but you will be seeing a lot more of Graham because he's going to be traveling with me for a while. Hanging out on the Sulphur Creek. You guys have been regulars of this channel. You've been here before. But here we go, yo. Stay Puffed is official. We're packing this thing up. I'm going to be heading out in about 3 weeks. Right now, I'm just going over systems. I just put the battery in it. Now we're going to check the generator and the air conditioner. By the way, it is freaking hot and humid. Maybe not so hot, but it's definitely humid here in Pennsylvania. Sweating nastily. All right, everybody. That's where we're going to put the brakes on for today. Hope you guys like this little run through Shamokin and see what's going on. Well, on the next trip, we're going to go over this Coachman Freelander and start testing the systems, and I'll bring you guys with me. But that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Keep on vanning. But so far on our system tests, things are going good. I got to look into the refrigerator in a couple minutes, and then we got to go get some gas eventually and check the gas systems out on it.